This is KO4QMM. I'll be your net controller for the first half. Then Bill will kick in KF0MHN, and he'll finish off the morning. And today is July 9th, 2026. Already July. Sheesh. And this is net number 1254 for those who care about that stuff. And our question today is, do you have a home surround sound system? I do not. I had one like back in the late 90s, and it was wild. Back when Jurassic Park and all that stuff came out. So that'll be a pretty cool question. We ought to have a little fun with that today. And I'll go ahead and start with the text check-ins, and then we'll do some mobiles. I'll let you know who's on the text checks, and then we'll call for mobiles, go through them, and then we'll do some of the text, and then do the generals. You all know how it works. Stand by. All right. Have to start at the bottom here. KJ5, MEL, Jose. WB2, EHG, Eric. AR4, AEG, Charles. KK4, DUK, Duck. W3, CBE, Chuck. WD8, KOB, Rod. KB3, EYR, Greg. KD2, YUY, Charles. KB2, UDB, Mike. N4, RSM, Richard. N3, DQD, Ray. KK7, DY, Clark. WB3, ILA, Steve. KC2, NJV, Wayne. KM4, WD2, Joe. Claremont, Florida. Stand by. And then we got Mark, N0CKV, and Mark again, KE2EDS, Randall, KAUFM, Joe, there's a mobile text, KQ4YYN, I'll be right back to you, Joe, KA8BYU, Roy, KA4EPS, Lou, K4POI, Ed, KA4RAK, Bob, and N3SQR, Joe, and top of the list there, Paul, Lake Worth, Florida, KG4GOQ. All right, now we'll take in some mobiles and get you guys taken care of. Come with your call sign twice and slow for Vicky, KABKY on the log. 3, and 2, DLK, mobile, and 2, DLK, mobile. And 3, and DMV. KJ5, and Whiskey 5, Whiskey 5, Alpha Lima Mobile. W8, NJT, Whiskey 8, November Juliet Tango. Delta Juliet, Charlie 5, Charlie 4, GBS, GBS. CZX. Whiskey 5, Golf, Hotel, Romeo. Whiskey 5, Golf, Hotel, Mobile. 8, Sierra, Tango, Juliet. Whiskey 8, Sierra, Tango, Juliet, mobile, in and out. Good morning. All right, let me rip through these mobiles if we missed anybody. W8STJ, Steve. W5GHR, Brian. KC5CZX, KF6HDJ, Brent. W8NJT, Nick. W5KAL, Ken. KJ5MLZ, Ezra. K4GDS, Gil. N2VLK, Jeff. N3MPE, Sam. All right. We got the mobile. Was there anybody we missed there? Come back with your call sign. Kilo 4, Hotel Bravo, X-ray 4, PPX down in Hollywood. got you there. Let me go to the, who was that? That was K5HBE. We got you. And let me go to the top of the list here. Joe, Franklin, Georgia. I forgot you up there being the text. KQ4YYN. Good morning, Joe, and do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Mr. Roger and Mrs. Vicky. No, sir, I don't. I don't even listen to music anymore. Most of the time I don't anyway. Hey, everybody have a great day. God's protection upon you and your families. Be safe out there wherever you go. This is KQ4YYN. Back to you there, Mr. Roger.
Thank you, sir, for the kind words of wisdom, and you have a wonderful day.
Just 2 years ago, but because of the McCoys having so many grandchildren, I had to discontinue the equipment setup because it's just called. I got too many technical issues always having to deal with. Anyway, back to Internet Control. This is in 3 MPE, Pflugerville, Texas. Good day.
Stay cool, my friend. Have a wonderful day. Jeff, Lancaster, New York, N2VLK. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody has a good day today. I did not hear the question. I thought something to do with the sound system, but could you please repeat it?
You're almost out of reach here, Jeff. Thanks for joining us this morning. Gil, Orlando, Florida, one of our team members here, K4GDS. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, Roger. And I do not have a surround sound system. I used to well in the past, but don't bother with it now. And everybody remember Town Hall tonight. K4GDS back to net.
Thanks, Gil. You have a good day. Ezra, Belchassi, Louisiana, KJ5MLZ. Good morning, Ezra. Do you have a home surround sound system?
KJ5MLZ. Good morning, Scott, Vicky, the rest of the crew. Once upon a time. Yeah, man, I had one once upon a time. As of right now, no. Back to Unit Control. Everyone have a great day. KJ5MLZ. Clear.
We got you, Ezra. Thanks for joining us. And Miss Vicky's ears heard a lot better than I do. Jeff, Lancaster, New York. You still there? Our question is, do you have a home surround sound system?
Let me try this again. N2VLK. I'm sorry for the bad connection. Yes, I do. And I'll turn it back to you. N2VLK Mobile.
Oh, I even heard you good that time. Thanks, and you have a wonderful day there, Jeff. Ken, Cleveland, Texas, W5KAL. Good morning, Ken.
Well, good morning, Brew crew, Miss Vicky. I do not have a surround system. Very seldom watch TV much anymore. If I do, it's Amazon Prime or something like that. I pick and choose. Anyway, everybody have safe travels. God bless, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow maybe. W5KAL, back to net.
Yeah, they were really big back in the 90s. I had a friend that used to install them, and he hooked me up with a really nice receiver that also did radio and stuff, and I had those big Fisher speakers in front of me and back of me. It was crazy. Thanks for joining us. Nick, Toledo, Ohio, W8NJT. Good morning, Nick, and do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger, and everybody else out here today. I cannot do bad audio, so I have one at any TV that I could spend any kind of time with, which means the garage, the living room, and the bedroom all have surround sound. W8NJT, back in that control.
Wow, sounds like a good time. Thanks, Nick. Have a great day. Brent, Pensacola, Florida, KF6HDJ. Good morning, Brent.
Well, good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. It's 79 here in Pensacola with feels like about 100% humidity. Too early to be this warm, and it's too wet to not be safe. Anyway, I do not have a surround sound, don't even own a TV, so I just sit around and twiddle my thumbs, apparently. Hi. Everyone have a great day. This is KF6 HDJ Mobile.
Right, I walked out this morning, and yeah, you could almost see the humidity cut through it, very thick. On that note, this is Roger, KO42MM in Central Florida, your net controller for the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. Check out eastcoastreflector.com. You'll see what we're all about. Daryl, Lubbock, Texas, KC5CZX. Good morning, Daryl. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Well, good morning to everybody on the Brew. It's such a short ride home for me. I'm already here. But, yes, surprisingly, we have a banging surround sound system with a 32-inch television. Figure that out. So back to net, KC5CZX.
Hey, if it works, it works. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us, Daryl. Brian, Katy, Texas, W5GHR. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Brew Crew. No, I do not have a surround sound system. I had a roommate in college that put one in our college house, and it was fun, but just not my typical thing. Back to you, net control, W5GHR.
You got it, Steve. Safe travels. Thanks for joining us this morning. W8STJ. Steve, good morning. Oops, he was in and out. There was a K5HBE. Is that correct or close?
That's not correct. It's K4HBT, Kilo 4 Hotel Bravo Tango. As far as the question of the day goes, no, I do not have a surround sound system per se. However, I've always had extra speakers connected to my TV. This is K4HBT, back to net control.
They do have good sound systems now. Thanks, Gary, for joining us. Have a good day. Don, Florida, the end of the mobile list here, and then we'll take some general check-ins. W4PP, or no, then I'll head up to the text check-in. Sorry about that. W4PPX. Good morning, Don. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Negative for me, W4PX, back to net control.
All right, thanks for joining us. Now it's time to jump on these check-ins, see how fast we can get through these, and have fun at the same time. Paul, Lake Worth, Florida, KG4GOQ. Good morning, Paul. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger, and good morning, Vicky and the Brew Crew. No, I do not have a home audio system, sound system. I have a sound bar for the TV, but that's about it. Back to the net. This is KG4GOQ in Palm Springs, Florida.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slow this net would go if I was doing the logging, but it's nice to have Vicky there. Thanks, Vicky, Keavky. Where are we going now? Joe, Deerfield Beach, Florida, N3SQR. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Roger, Bill, and Vicky. As a matter of fact, yes, I do. It's an Onkyo system with clip speakers, and I even have a real Akai deck. It's 1978 over here, Roger. N3SQR, back to net control.
Oh, I love it, Joe. My older brother, taught me about clip speakers way back in the late 70s, 80s. Man, those are some good speakers, and I do have a set here in my family room. Thanks for joining us. You have a good day. Bob, Jupiter, Florida, Ka4RAK. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Yeah, I like my Sonos system for surround sound. Hope everybody has a great day, and thanks a lot. Ka4RAK.
Looks like a nice day here in Central Florida. You have a good one too, Bob. Ed, Loxahatchee, Florida, K4POI. Good morning, Ed. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Roger, Bill, and thank you for being there, Vicky, helping them out. Yes, I do. Of course, with my old ears, I'm not sure it makes a difference anymore. But they're there, and they work. K4POI, back to you.
Have a great day, Ed. Lou, Lake Worth, Florida, KA4EPS. Good morning, Lou.
Hey, good morning, Roger. Hello, Vicky. KA4EPS. Yes, I actually have 4 of them, one for every room between the 2 homes. And I'm a big Sonos fan like Bob. I use the ARCs and the Era 300s for the surrounds, and so like the bedrooms, I just do the SL ones. And when I got those, I've heard sound I never heard before. So, yep, definitely do, and definitely enjoying it. 73, Roger, and you have a good day. KA4EPS.
You do the same too, Lou. Have a good day. I remember when you could go into the malls and go into some of them stores where they had the giant stereo systems and they had soundproof rooms you could listen to, and Bang & Olufsen and stuff. I don't even know if they still have that stuff. Thanks, my friend. Have a good day. Roy, Blaisdell, New York, KBYU. Good morning, Roy. K8BYU, K8BYU. You there, Roy? Well, if he comes back, he's going to be way down on the list. Let's move on to Joe Mobile. Already got him. Randall, Browns Township, Michigan, K8UFM. Good morning, Randall.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky, and good morning to the rest of the Brew crew. No, today's question. Never got into that. But with that said, this is KAUFM, back to net control. Everyone have an outstanding Thursday.
How can you watch Mission Impossible without surround sound? You have a good day. Let's move on to Mark, one of our team members here from KE2EDS. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, crew. Quick answer to the question is no, I do not. Have a great day and a great weekend. KE2EDS.
Thanks for always being there, Mark. You have a good day. And to the next Mark, Plymouth, Minnesota, N0CKV. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Roger, Vicky, Bill, rest of the Brew crew, everybody else on the net. No, I do not have one. Everybody have a great one. Great rest of the week. And 0CKV back to net.
You have a great rest of the week, my friend. Joe, Claremont, Florida, KM4WZD. Joe, do you surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. Short answer, no, I do not. Longer answer, I wish I did. Everybody take 73 KM4WZD. Back to net.
You have a good one, Joe. Thanks for joining. Wayne, Belmore, New York, KC2NJV. Good morning, Wayne.
Morning all, KC2NJV here. The answer is yes, I do have a surround sound system. Have a great day.
Like Roger Ham enthusiast says, Vicky, good ears. Thanks for joining us, Wayne. Steve, Easton, PA, WB3ILA. Good morning, Steve. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and everyone on the air. Yes, I do. Haven't used it in a while. I mean, it's got 5 speakers plus a subwoofer and the whole 9 yards, but this basement, which is now 1/3 home office, 1/3 the scrapbooking equipment, and the other third is the ham shack. The surround sound just kind of got in the back shelf there, but anyway, everybody have a great day. This is WB3ILA. Back to you, Roger.
Yeah, it's kind of what happened to me. You have a good day, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Clark, Phoenix, Arizona, KK7DY. Good morning, Clark.
Good morning, Roger, Bill, Vicky, rest of the Brew crew. No, I do not have a home surround sound system. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Stay cool out there, Clark. Thanks for joining us. This is KO4QMM, Roger in Central Florida. You're listening to the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. Check out eastcoastreflector.com. You'll see what we're all about. Ray, Beaver, PA, N3DQD. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, the rest of the net. The answer to the question is no. This is N3DQD. We live in an apartment and all the neighbors would be angry.
You have a good day, Ray. Thanks for joining us. Richard Sumter, South Carolina, N4RSM. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew crew. No, I don't have a surround sound at my house. Anyway, thank you.
Almost nearing the end of the text. Thanks for your patience. KB2UD. Mike, Sebring, Florida. You taking a break from fishing, Mike, and do you have a surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger, Miss Vicky, and the crew. To answer your question on the fishing, no, I'm out here fishing. It's going good. Answer the question for today, I have a 8-speaker surround sound RCA still working condition. That's on my shop/shack. In the house, I have a sound bar. So thanks for picking me up this morning. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, y'all. Be safe out there. This is KB2 UDB, upstate New York. 7-3, back to net control.
Must have been something Vicky didn't like about your 8-speaker system there. She put you down for a no, so we'll have to figure that out. Have a good day there, Mike. Good luck with the fish. KD2YUY, Charles, Syracuse, New York. Do you have a home surround sound system, Charles?
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, Bill. No, I do not. Negative to the answer today. 73, all back to net control, KD2YUY.
Getting some good yeses and nos. Charles, have a great day. Greg, Coreyville, PA, KB3EYR. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky, Bill, and everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. This is KB3EYR, and negative to the question. Back to net control.
Another no on the list. You have a good day there, Greg. Thanks for joining us. Rod, Madison, West Virginia, WD8KOB. Good morning, Rod. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Well, this is WD8KOB. Good morning, Nat. Hope everybody's having a good day and getting ready for a big weekend. And my answer to the question is yes, and it's amazing. Back to Nat, WD8KOB.
Yeah, this weekend should definitely be a little bit quieter for the animals out there, that's for sure. You have a good day, Rod. Thanks for joining us. W3CVE, Chuck, Newcastle, PA, my hometown buddy. Good morning, Chuck. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Roger, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew there. No, not at this time, Roger. Did, like you, had one back in the 90s. Great day, W3CVE.
Oh, it was almost ridiculous, this system I had, man. Shake the whole house. Have a good day, Chuck. Duck, Lake City, Florida, KK4DUK. Quack, quack.
This is KK4DUK, Duck out of sunshiny Lake City, Florida. Excellent question every single time. I do have 2.5 surround sound systems. One is wired, the other is wireless, and the half is just the actual sound bar, and that one is wireless. This is A4DUK 73, everyone, and quack quack.
Have a great day, my friend. We got you down for a yes. Charles, Belmont, North Carolina, KR4AEG. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, everybody on the crew. Yes, I do have surround sound. I really enjoy turning it on to watch Green Acres and Gunsmoke. KR4AEG, back to net control.
Oh, there ain't nothing like listening to Festus surround sound. You got me cracking up on that one. You have a good day, my friend. Eric, Brooklyn, New York, WB2EHG. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning and happy 7 of 9 Day for those of you who celebrate. Roger, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew from the Big Apple. I used to have a killer Bose sound system, surround sound system in my old house that I bought just to watch The Matrix. These days, though, I spend most of my high-fidelity listening time using monitors instead. This is WB2EHG, Eric and Brooklyn, New York City. Back to the net.
We got you down for the no, Eric. You have a good day there in Brooklyn. And last on the text list, And we got all the mobiles out of the way, and then we'll do some general check-ins. KJ5MEL, Jose Austin. Says, good morning, Jose. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger and Vicky, anybody else on the net. Thank you for this call. I don't have a surround system. I had one quite a while ago, and one of these days you'll send me one of those famous 7-3 salute. Have a good one, Roger, and the rest of the Bruce. KJ5MEL, Austin, Texas.
You have a great day, Jose. Thanks for joining us. And that's it for the text and mobile check-ins. There's some more text check-ins, and they're going to be pretty far down on the list, but I'll let you know that you're in there. WB4RON, Ron. N2FYA, John. FA3YBS, Bill. KD9MGW, Jason. KI5PMI, Bill. K4MMX, Craig. WOMGA, Michael. K8BAC, Al. W4HOO, Michael. And W8RCY, Donald. You guys are going to be waiting a little bit till we do some general check-ins, and then we'll get you in there. So that's it. Everybody that wants to come in general, check in, answer our questions today. Try to come in slowly for Miss Vicky. Come with your call sign.
This is KC75 Papa Lima Mobile. KC5 Papa Lima Mobile. The time decimated. 5, Uniform, Foxtrot Romeo, KG5, UFR. Foxtrot 0, Victor Mike Charlie. Kilo, Foxtrot 0, Victor Mike Charlie.
Golf 1, November, Yankee Sierra, 4G1, NYS, Steven.
Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee. Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Tango Whiskey, Bravo, KF8, GTW, in and out.
Delta X-Ray Bravo.
5 Papa Lima Mobile. 5 Papa Lima.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, VA3, KTJ.
Kilo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8, SMN, in and out.
Kilo 9, Echo Sierra Tango, KE9EST, in and out.
XO.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra.
Kilo 9 Tango Juliet Sierra, K9 TJS, in and out.
All right, let me grab a hold of it there. I'm sure we missed a few. Let me show you who we got, and we'll go from there. K9TJS, in and out, Thomas. Have a great day. W1SS, Michael. KNXO, K9XOS. Something like that. K9XOS, is there somebody close to that?
K9 39XOK, X-ray Oscar kilowatt.
We got you that time, Gerald. KE9EST, Scott. KE8SMN, Jeff. Scott and Jeff, we're in and out. You guys have a great day there. Jinsuk, VA3KTJ. W5PL, Mobile James, we'll be right back to you. KF8GTW, David. KJ5DXB, Frank. KK4DIY, Gene. 4G1NYS, Steven. KF0VMC, Tim. And we had a UM there. That's really all Vicky got. It looks like a UM. Somebody out there with a UM.
PM, I'll be in and out.
Did you get it, Vicky? No, all we got was KPM. KPM, would you come back a little slower?
Papa 1 Kilo Papa Mike. I'll be in and out.
We got you in and out there, Art. You were just quick keying a little bit there. And Jacob, KG5UFR, and then there was a KC7. KC7, you there?
Yes, this is KC7. KC7FPN, designated. Thank you.
You got it, Rob. You want to go ahead, we'll just go ahead and take care of you, KC7FBN. Do you have a home surround sound system, Rob?
Well, simple answer, no. And I may not ever get one. But anyway, everyone has a good day. Be safe out there. This is KC7FBN, and thanks for doing a great job, guys.
Thanks for the flowers, Rob. Safe travels, and thanks for joining us. James, you thought I forgot about you, Spring, Texas, W5PL. How's that new call sign treating you, and do you have a home surround sound system?
Well, good morning, Roger and Vicky. Thank y'all for running that this morning. And good morning, Brew Crew. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. James, actually, I'm already in Houston because I got on the road a little late this morning, so I'm a little late on my check-in. But yes, I'm loving the new call sign. I finally almost got it memorized. I hardly ever use my old call. It's great. To the question at hand, yeah, I've got a surround sound system, and it is banging, and I'm not sure if the neighbors love it or hate it. It just depends on what I'm watching or listening to. I could shake the whole house, but then again, audio is one of the things I do for a living, so it would make sense. With that, I'll say 7-3 and hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
Glad you're enjoying that new call sign. We're all used to it, and crank it up when you're Gunsmoke. Have a good day, my friend. Jacob, Farmers Branch, Texas, KG5UFR. Good morning, Jacob.
Well, good morning. KG5UFR, Jacob here in Farmers Branch. Doing good. And as far as sound systems go, I do. Well, it's not quite surround sound, but I do have a decent sound system in the living room, and I have one in the master bedroom, too, and I'm watching movies in bed. So I have two. Put me down for two. Back to net control,
no, we keep it simple and yes and no. Thanks for joining us, Jacob. Have a good day there. And Art was in and out. Tim, KF0 with VM. Good morning, Tim. Do you have a home surround sound system?
I do. I have a surround sound system, and right now I'm watching Gunsmoke and listening to you guys here on the Brew Crew. It's always nice to talk to you all on the Brew Crew because you guys are so nice and you're easy to talk to. So, this is KS0 VMC and back to the net.
Oh, I agree, Tim. I enjoy listening to it myself. And when there's holidays, it just feels like something's not right when you don't hear the morning brew. Thanks for joining us. As always, have a good day. 4G1NYS, Stephen from Philippines. Good morning, Stephen. Do you have a home surround sound system?
All right, this is Pogo 1, November Yankee Sierra. Good evening from the Philippines. It's Thursday night here. My answer is yes, I have, and we use it when we're watching movies on television. 73 to everybody on the Brew Crew, Pogo 1, November Yankee Sierra. My name is Steven, sending it back to that control.
And thank you, Stephen. You have a wonderful day there. Gene, Homosassa, Florida, KK4DIY. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, KK4DIY. And the short answer is no, I don't have one right now, but we used to have them in our RVs, and it was kind of fun to turn on the surround sound while we're bouncing down the road, and the motorhome was a dancing, so it was fun. KK4DIY 73.
Boy, that does sound fun. I never thought about them big, beautiful motorhomes with surround sound. I bet that's pretty cool. Thanks. Have a great day. Frank, Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB. Good morning, Frank. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning to you, Roger, Miss Vicky, everybody in the Brew Crew. I am going to be a no, not anymore. Just a simple sound bar. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for the check-in. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Roger.
You got it, Frank. Thanks for joining us. And this is Roger, KO4QMM in Central Florida, your net controller for the morning brew. Check out eastcoastreflector.com. You'll see what we're all about. Jin Sook from Ontario, Canada, VA3KTJ. Good morning, Sook.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and everyone on the net. This is VA3KTJ. My answer is no. I used to have one, but not anymore. Everybody have a great Thursday. That's on net control, VA3KTJ.
Thanks for joining us, Jin Sook. You have a wonderful day there. Pat, Northbrook, Illinois, K9XOX, or KXOK. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Roger and Vicky, everyone on the Brew Crew. Great to be here. Let's see, no surround sound. I enjoy my YouTube, movies, and music, and I listen with headphones. Enjoy it very much. Good to be here. I hope everyone has a great day. 73, I'll be listening from K9XOK, Pat in Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, you have a great day, Pat, in Illinois today. Michael, Deerfield Beach, Florida, W1SS. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning to the Brew Crew. This is W1SS. Put me down for a no. I never had one. I listen to TV speakers and stuff. 7-3, back to the net.
Speakers are pretty good on these new TVs, that's for sure. And that's it for the general check-ins. We're down to the texters. And I'll run through them in a second. Let me go ahead and get W8RC Donald, Madison Heights, Michigan. Good morning, Donald. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Miss Vicki. Al, or Bill, is it, if you're lurking, good morning to you. I no longer have surround sound systems. I did in the 80s, 90s, all the way up until about 10 years ago. I'm retired now on a senior campus, so I have to wear headphones all the time. So unfortunately, I don't have the big systems I used to have. Everybody have a wonderful day, and do take care, W8RCY.
And I see we got Dave, Ypsilanti, Michigan down there, WB8ODF, Anna, Beaver, PA, KD3AJN, Randy, my buddy, W2RBC, Jim, NW4Q, and I think we already mentioned the rest. Gary, you're in AZFH. W4HOO, Michael, Richmond, Virginia, good morning. Do you have a home surround sound system, Michael?
The short answer is no. I downsized in 2020 and had to get rid of the surround sound system. But when I set up my new system, I went back to the same system I had when I was in my college days, a 2.0 system, my old analog, and it sounds awesome. And I play vinyl. It's all good. 73, everybody. W4HOO.
Something about that vinyl. Thanks for joining us. Let's go to one of our team members here. KABAC, Britain, Michigan. You got a nice surround sound system, Al.
Good morning, Roger, Vicki, everybody in the Brew Crew. No, had one in the past, but I haven't watched TV in many, many years. I barely ever turn it even on when I'm home alone. So the answer is no. I'll catch it later on this afternoon. It is Thursday, right? So yeah, I should catch it in a little bit. KBAC, back to you, Roger.
QSL, Al. Yeah, being in the music business, I kind of figured, but hey, you ain't got time for all that watching movies and stuff. You're busy out there playing some music. And yes, the 20-meter net is at 10 o'clock, 14.317, give or take. And our question will be, did you complete the 13 colonies today? But let's not get that confused with what we got going on right now. Do you have a home surround sound system, Michael? Jacksonville, Florida, WOMGA. Good morning, Mike. WOMGA, you there? That's only a second drive by, not too bad so far this morning. I know Craig's there, Oakland Park, Florida, K4MMX. Good morning, Craig.
Well, good morning, everybody. I used to install surround sound 5.1, 7.1 for both residential and commercial, but now that I'm not doing that anymore, I have a real simple 2.1 system with, I can't believe somebody else has mentioned it too, Joe in Deerfield, flipped near field studio monitors, 2 on each side.
stacked, plus custom-made subwoofers, the DSP with proper mix down. I swear if you were sitting in the sweet spot, you wouldn't know the difference between surround and what I got. But, each his own. K4 MMX back to net.
All right, Vicky got you down as a no. Thanks for joining us. Just kidding, Craig. It sounds like you got a nice setup there. Bill, Hobbs, New Mexico, KI5 PMI. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Roger. Everybody on the brew. Put me down for no, sir. No surround sound. Hope everyone has a KI5 PMI. Back to net.
Have a good day, Bill. Jason, Eugene, Oregon, 89MGW. Good morning, Jason.
No, I do not have one. I want one, but I'd have to put it in tripods and whatnot because I'm in an apartment right now. So maybe someday, but no for now. This is KD9MGW.
Well, the neighbors probably appreciate it. Good day there. Thanks for joining us. Bill, Dunville, Ontario, Canada, VA3 YBS. Good morning, Bill. Do you have a surround sound system?
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, buddy on the Brew crew. I don't have one anymore. Just got an old stereo amplifier hooked into the speakers, but not anymore. Thanks for doing the net. VA3 YBS, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Have a good day. John, Connecticut, N2FYA. Good morning, John.
Morning, Roger. Good morning, and the rest of the Brew crew out there. Yes, I do have a surround sound system, and a couple of times it caught me off guard when I hear a knocking, like someone knocking on a door, and you don't realize it's from the TV, and you're like, who's knocking on my door at this hour of the night? But yes, we do have a surround sound, and we really enjoy it. We'll turn it back to Ned. Thank you for taking me in there, Roger, and have a good day.
You got it, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Ron, Niagara Falls, New York, WB4RON. Good morning, Ron.
Everybody, WB4RON. The answer, we're going to say no. We are looking into getting one, but at this time, nope. Everybody have a great day and fantastic tomorrow.
You do the same, Ron. Have a good day. Gary, Woodhaven, Michigan, N8ZFH. Good morning, Gary.
Morning, Roger, Vicky, and the crew. And yes, I have one. I tend to prefer stereo, but once in a while I'll use it. Please check me in and out. N8ZFH, back to net.
Have a great day, Gary. Jim, Tennessee, NW4Q. Good morning, Jim. Do you have a surround sound system?
Morning, Roger. I do not have that system. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, too. Have a good day. Now my Randy, West Seneca, New York, W2RBC. You got a surround sound system, Randy?
Good morning, Vicky and everyone on the Morning Brew. No, I don't have one. I'm still using an old Bose AccuMass system. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
I don't think you're quite the big movie watcher anyhow. Thanks, Randy. Have a good day. Anna, Beaver, PA, KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna.
Roger and everyone else on the net this morning. No, we do not. Everyone have a great day. KD3AJN.
Thanks for joining in this morning, Anna. Have a good day. My buddy Dave, Ypsilanti, Michigan, WB8ODF. You got some kind of wild surround system driving your neighbors nuts there, Dave?
Good morning, Roger and Bill and Vicki. I do not. I have to go down as a no. I do not have surround sound. However, I do have two 2,000-watt amplifiers with four 15-inch woofers and 6-inch horns. So if I wanted to get kicked out of my apartment, I could do so. Thanks for doing the net, Roger. WB8ODF.
Oh, I always loved a good, cool stereo system. Have a great day, Dave. Two more on this list, and we'll get back to those general check-ins and get set up for Bill coming up. KD4CHT Allen from Princeton, North Carolina. Good morning, Allen. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Well, good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. No, I don't. I would like to, but I just haven't got around to getting one. But I do think they're pretty cool. Back to the B-Force.
Have a good day, Alan. Thanks for joining us. And last on my list here, Bob from Michigan, KQ8U. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Roger, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. I do not have a surround sound system. I've thought about it, just never done it. So, everybody have a great day. KQ8U, Bethany.
All right, that's the end of that list. Man, I tell you, I've done a lot of text check-ins this morning. Might have some general check-ins upset with me, but, well, be patient. We're getting there and having a good time at it anyhow. So come with your call sign twice and slow if you'd like to join us this morning. And our question is, do you have a home surround sound system? Come with your call sign twice and slow.
WHK, WHK, in and out. Sorry. Whiskey Bravo 5, WB5ITT, in and out, and the surround sound. CJM, W2CJM, mobile.
Alpha Juliet Victor.
Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra. Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra.
Whiskey 2 Alpha Foxtrot, uniform now. Whiskey 2 Alpha Foxtrot,
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Wow.
All right, I guess this would probably be a good time to hand it over to Bill. I've had a fun morning, got a lot of check-ins. Hope everybody else had a good time. This is KO4QMM. I'm going to hand it over to KF0MHN, and Bill can take it from here. Everybody have a great day. 7-3, over to you, Bill. Hey, Roger, thank you, and great job as always. Good backing you up this morning. This is KF0MHN Bill out of East Bethel, Minnesota. Today I am in sunny and bright Arizona at 5 o'clock in the morning, but glad to be here. Let's run through our check-ins that Roger just... First of all, there was a BK DMJ station. We had a little error there. Can you check in again?
Victor Kilo 3, Delta Mike Juliet, VK3, Delta Mike Juliet, Dave out in Bairnsdale, East Gippsland, Australia.
Right, thank you for checking in. And let's see, we have a KC2JPQ. We have, and bear with me a little bit because I'm on a laptop here. We have W8RJD. We have VK3DMJ, VA3CRF, W2AFU, W5DBS, and W2CJM, W2AVJ. We've got W1GBHB, WB5IT2, who is an in-out, WP4VW, a in-and-out, and WHK Bill in North Fires for a good morning, Bill. Do you have a surround system?
Yeah, good morning from Southwest Florida, 79 degrees and sunny. No, we don't have a surround sound. I do have a sound bar on the TV. It's a special one. It helps increase the volume of the voice when they're talking, but it puts the background a little down, a little lower, so we can at least understand what people are saying. And that's about it. I think I never really had one. I remember had one of those bass things on my system once, but that was because my son put it on. But so that's it. Kind of boring, huh? So 7-3, this is WAWHK, back to net control. Everybody have a great day.
All right, Bill, thanks for checking in. Next on the list, we had a WP4VW in and out Milton from Shenandoah, Texas. And we had WB5ITT. I believe Chris was an in and out. And we have W1GHB Steve out of Richmond, Texas. Good morning, Steve. If you're still with us, do you have a home surround sound system? All right, we'll pass on Steve. Let's go down to W2AJB, Anthony out of Atco, New Jersey. Good morning, Anthony.
Hey, good morning, Bill. No sound system. W2H net 7-3.
Not the biggest deal right now. And anyways, my wife would probably want one because she complains I don't wear my hearing aids all the time. But hey, that's life, right? We had an in and out W2CJM, Charles out of Southern New York. And let's go down to W5DBS, David out of Houston, Texas. Good morning, David.
Big Texas howdy to you and everybody on the Brew crew this morning. Yes, I have a surround system. I have an excellent one. Our room with the big TV in it has the 10 speakers in it, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Y'all have a great day. This is W5DBS, Houston, Texas. Back to the net.
This is W2CJM. We were not in and out.
On the VA3CRF, and that's Mobile Vern out of Watertown, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Vern.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki, everybody on the net out for a walk. 72 degrees. It's going to be another warm one today. I do not have a surround sound system. I could surround myself with ham radios, but I don't think that's the same. Bill, let us know where you're at in Arizona. I have family in Phoenix, specifically in Gilbert. And nice to hear Milton in there. Buenos días, mi amigo. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Stay cool. VA3 CRF.
I will let you do that. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, it's 114 degrees yesterday. What a day. WCJM, what say you?
Have a surround sound system. It works very well. Everybody have a great day, and thanks for doing the net.
All right, you have a great day. Thank you for checking in. We got you for a no on that one. All right, VK3DMJ, Dave out of Barnesdale, Victoria, Australia. Good morning, Dave.
Yeah, good morning and good evening, Bill and Vicky and everyone on the Morning Brew. Thanks for calling me in. A very cool 5 degrees Celsius, or I think it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit over here at the moment. And coming in from beautiful Bairnsdale in East Gippsland, Victoria. The short answer is no, I do not have a surround sound system, although I would much like to get one. Thanks for running the net tonight and including me in that. Hope you have a great Thursday, everyone. Back to net control from VK3, Delta Mike Juliet. Great.
Thank you for checking in from Australia. Let's go to W8RJD, Ryan, via text line out of Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning to everybody. No, do not have a surround system. We actually used to have a surround sound system, but now they've got sound bars and, you know, the audio quality is just as good, and I don't even notice the difference, so I don't have a surround sound system anymore. Hey, everybody have a great day. 73s to all. W8RJD back to net control.
Great day. Let's move on to W8JR John. He's a new guy with the East Coast Reflector out of Battle Creek, Michigan. Good morning. Morning, John. W8JRD. Are you still with us? All right, we'll pass on John. He must have moved on. Let's move on to K2CMT Mike out of DeBerry, Florida. Good morning. He's one of our team members.
Good morning, Bill. Of course I've got a surround sound system. I call her Judy. And thank God she's not active at the moment, or I'd have a hand up beside my head. Everyone have a great day. Kilo Mike Tango.
All right, Mike, thanks for checking in. I don't think anybody thought you didn't have a surround sound system, so have a great day. All right, time for more check-ins. This is KF0MA10 Bill out of East Bethel, Minnesota. Good morning to everybody. Currently in Arizona, where it is 88 degrees at 5:08 Mountain Time. All right, do you have a home surround sound system? It's time for general check-ins. Please say your name twice and slowly.
F4.
Kilo Juliet Fox Alpha X-Ray Charlie.
Foxtrot 4. Oscar November Hotel.
Charlie Mobile.
Lima Victor.
KP8 PLV.
W3 NTZ.
KJ5 LJJ. KJ5 LJJ.
K9 TBD, Kilo 9 Tango Bravo Delta.
Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec. Kilo, Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec.
Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. KC3 LAV. Kilo Foxtrot 2 Whiskey Victor. Kilo Foxtrot 2 Whiskey Victor.
Warren in Ilion, New York.
Whiskey 2, Alpha Foxtrot, uniform in and out. Whiskey 2, Alpha Foxtrot, uniform in and out. Yes, it's surround sound, and everybody have a wonderful day.
Whiskey Quebec 9 Victor, WQ9V Mobile. Whiskey Quebec 9 Victor, Mobile, Brownsville, Texas.
Right, we're at the bottom of the list. Let's start. First of all, we've got, let's see here. We've KK40XX Jonas out of Miramar, Florida. We've got WQ9B out of Brownsville, Texas. W2AFU Tom out of Watertown, New York. We've got, let me move down here. Like I said, having a little problems with the laptop this morning. We've got an in and out, W2AFU. Tom was in and out from KF2WV, Warren. To KC3LAV, Mike. We've got KC2UVQ, Phil. We've got K9TBD, Joel. We've got KJ5LJJ, Greg. We've got W3NTZ, Thomas. We've got KB8PLV, Chris. We've got KB3's ONH, or KB3ONH, right out of Manheim, Pennsylvania. We had an error. We had a KJ5 check-in. If you have any your letters in your call sign are KJ5, please check in.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha X-Ray Charlie, KJ5 AXD, mobile.
KF4 ONH, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Oscar November Hotel.
We had WHARD, who's new out of Battle Creek, Michigan, and W2SAL Sal out of Cheektowaga, New York. And at the top of our list is WQ9V, Ken, via text check-in from Brownsville, Texas. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning to you and all those in the Brew Crew. Sorry, I didn't know if my phone was actually checking me in there, so that's the reason I got up and let you guys know that I was in the vehicle driving off somewhere. Anyway, it's a little cooler today. It was in the upper 70s today. I think it was 76 of what I saw on the thermometer as I was walking out the door at the weather station. Do I have a surround sound system? Nobody's in the shack with me, so that would be the one that wears the ring on the left hand opposite of me. Yep, she sounded like a surround sound system. But anyway, nothing else to report. Only when she's like a little excited, okay? Nothing else to report.
Anyways, have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Let's move on to W2SAL Sal out of Cheektowaga, New York. Good morning, Sal. He's one of our team members.
Vicky and Mr. Scott, put me down for a yes. I've got one sitting there, but it's not connected. With that, I'll send it back to net control. Everyone have a great day. W2SAL back to net.
Thanks for checking in and have a great day. All right, WHARD, John out of Battle Creek, Michigan. Good morning, John. It looks like you're new to the East Coast Reflector. John, WHARD, are you still with us? We'll put John as in and out, and maybe he'll get back to us later on. Let's move on to KJ5AXC, Luis out of Houston, Texas. Good morning, Luis.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Used to have one, don't now. KJ5AXC back to net, 73.
All right, Luis, thank you for checking in, and have a great day. KF40, AONH, KF4, and 0, KF4ONA. Good morning, Paul, from Gainesville, Florida.
Good morning. I hope you and everybody out there is doing well this morning. Thanks for getting me aboard. It's going to be another hot day. Got to 106 yesterday. And as far as the surround sound, no, I don't have a surround sound system in my house.
Paul, thanks for have a great day. Let's move on to KB8PLV. Chris out of Novi, Michigan. Good morning, Chris.
Good Thursday morning to everyone listening. Put me down for no. I have one that's in the basement that the kids used to listen to, but we don't use it anymore. Hope everyone has a good week ahead. This is KB8PLV, back to net.
All right, Chris, thanks for checking in. Just a reminder, the question of the day is, do you have a home surround sound system? And let's move on to W3NTZ. Thomas out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Thomas.
Morning all. I do not have a surround sound system. That is generally associated with watching movies on your widescreen, and I almost never watch TV, so I don't need one. Back to you.
All right, Thomas, thanks for checking in and have a great day. We got you down for a no. KJ5LJ Greg out of Purvis, Mississippi. Good morning. KJ5LJJ, are you still with us? All right, we'll move on, and maybe Greg will check later with us. Let's move on to K9TBD. Joel, Eastern Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, all. No, we don't have a surround sound, but when I'm in my home, I'm surrounded by it. So, surrounded by the home when I'm in it. No, we only have a sound bar on the TV because current TVs are really crummy on their audio. The sound bar helps a bit. Back to net TV.
All right, Joel, have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Let's move on to KC2UVQ. Phil out of Valley Stream, New York. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, all on the morning brew. That would be negative on the home surround sound. KC2 UVQ.
All right, Phil, thanks for checking in. We got you down as a no on the home surround sound system. Let's check in with Mike, KC3LAV out of Lititz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike.
And a fine good morning to everyone on the brew. This is KC3LAV, Mike from Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. We just had a light shower, make it wet a few times today, but it's wonderful and well. It's wonderful. Negative to the question, brown sound, and the life of the past. Back to net. Thank you.
All right, Mike, thanks, and have a great day. Let's move on to KF2WV Warren out of Ilion, New York. Good morning, Warren. Warren, KF2WV, you still with us?
This is KF2WV. About that, I'm busy mixing a pancake batter, and I didn't catch you calling me, but I was listening. So the answer is I do have a surround sound system, but I can't use it right now because I need some sort of optical cable to go between my wife's new Samsung TV and her old Bravia system. So I have to find one of those. Other than that, that's the answer to the question. So with that, I wish everybody a great day in New York. This is KF2WV.
All right, Warren, have a great day. We had an in and out after you, W2AFU Tom out of Waterton, New York. Good morning to you and have a great day. Let's move on to KK4OXX Jonas out of Miramar, Florida. Good morning, Jonas.
Good morning, sir, and thank you for taking my check-in down here in Miramar, Florida. It's pretty warm, lots of humidity. However, once in a while we get that breeze off the ocean and it feels so good. Regarding the question, I used to have surround sound back 10, 15 years ago, but the technology has changed and pretty much I don't feel like getting into redirect the connections and so on and so forth. So these modern TVs now have pretty decent sound systems that almost sound like surround sound from time to time, depending on what you're watching. However, the only time I ever get surround sound is when I sit out on the patio during the FIFA soccer tournament stuff and listen to my neighbors yell, "Go!" KK4OXX.
All right, Jonas, thank you for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to KM7CGI Larry out of Maricopa, Arizona, which is the county that I'm in right now, Maricopa County. Good morning.
Sound system on KM7CGI.
Hey, Larry, we didn't get your answer. You were kind of in and out there. So, do you have a home surround system? Sure, if you're on the KC2 JPQ, Frank out of Lancaster, New York. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Bill and Vicky and everybody on the Brew. I don't have a surround system. And 7.3s, everybody have a great day. KC2 JPQ.
All right, Frank, have a great day. Good to hear from you. And 70 KF0MHN, question of the day. Do you have a home surround sound system? Let's move on to KY4NB Daryl out of Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, Daryl. Sorry, Scott.
Well, I'm at control, and everybody, thanks for the check-in. KY4NB here from Elvis Barbecue. Yes, sounds around my home every day. Fireworks, cats, dogs, birds, gunshots, traffic. But no, not one inside the house. Just a nice big TV. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes. KY4NB, back to net.
Scott, thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to Daryl, WB1DXN out of Concord, New Hampshire. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicky and the rest of the Brew crew. The answer is no. And everybody keep safe today, as always any other day, also because some of the days are going to be a little hot and humid. So always take care of yourself, drink plenty of fluids, and get out of the heat if you can. Other than that, be safe. Always have a way. Situational awareness, WB1DXN.
All right, Daryl, have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Let's move on to WW0N, WW0N, Kenny out of Germantown, Maryland. Good morning.
Good morning,
morning, Bill and Vicki and everyone else. Happy Friday Eve, going into another wonderful week. Let's see. No, I do not have a surround sound system, so don't need that here. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you guys again soon. 73 BW0N.
You still with us? AK6CF, good morning. Morning, AK6CF, yes. Howdy guys, thanks for the event. Alright, thanks for checking in. Let me get down to the mobile check-in. Let's go to K4ITA, Leo out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Morning. Good morning, Bill. Good morning. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. It's 87 degrees already in China, but South Florida humidity and a lot of seaweed on the beach. How can we do? No, I don't have a surround system. I have a sound bar and a subwoofer, but it's not technically a surround system with the 5 points. Everybody, a great day. K4ITA.
And he also keeps track of the schedule for all the facilitators. And to BH Bill, Palmyra, New York.
Hey, good morning, Bill, Vicki, Roger. Only getting part of your transmissions there, Bill. Yeah, I've got a sound bar and a subwoofer by the couch, and just heading out to breakfast and motorcycle ride, and to BH.
All right, Bill, thanks for checking in. Like I was saying, Bill is one of our net facilitators, and have a great day, Bill. Let's go on to AB4KT, Kenneth out of the Villages, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody in the Villages, Florida. I do not have any kind of a sound system of any kind. Everybody have a great day. 7-3.
Right, thank you for your check-in and have a great day. All right, we're at the end of our list. Just an announcement. After this at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Roger will be having a 20-meter net at 14.117. And also, let's see, we will not have the youth net tomorrow night. It's been postponed for the summertime. And we will have an exciting net coming up with Scott. And I don't know his call sign right now, but he will be having a net on Sundays. And look out for that in the future. All right, let's start out with a new list. This is KF0MHN. Please remember to say your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo
November 3, Mike
Charlie
Charlie.
Golf,
November 3, Mike Delta Charlie.
2 Zulu Oscar Juliet. Kilo 2 Zulu Oscar Juliet.
4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, Kilo, in and out. Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, Kilo, in and out.
November 8, Hotel Lima, November, and 8 HLN.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie.
Kilo 4, Victor.
Kilo Alpha 2, Quebec, Juliet Oscar. Kilo Alpha 2, Quebec, Juliet Oscar, mobile in and out. Oscar Zulu Golf, N5 OZG mobile, N5 OZG mobile.
Kilo 2, India Victor, K2IV mobile in and out. All right, let's go from the bottom of the list and start our way up. We had K2IV, Kevin out of Syracuse, New York, who was in and out mobile. We have N5 OZG, Joe out of Metairie, Louisiana. He is mobile. Good morning, Joe. Or good morning.
Whole name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and actually downtown New Orleans on the interstate. No, we do not have a surround sound. Anyway, good morning to everyone. This is Amateur Radio Station, November 5, Oscar Zulu Golf, mobile.
All right, Joe, thank you for checking in and have a great day. We had Chris from Watertown, New York, KA2KQJO, who was in and out. We have KK4VTT Bruce from Kissimmee, Florida. We have K5Y in Conroe, Texas, who is mobile. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, everyone on the Morning Brew crew. Yes, I do have 7.2 channels with 2 subs. Back to the net control. Everyone have a blessed day. K5YNU mobile.
All right, Lauren, you have a great day as well. Thank you for checking in. And let's move on to WD8PIK, who checked in, and 8HLN Mike from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, who also checking in. We have a mobile, or an in and out. KC3UK was in and out, and 4KHZ was in and out. That's John out of Rochester, New York. K22OJ, Mike out of Green Valley, checked in. At N3DMC, Michael out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, was another check-in. And let's go to the top of our list. KMC, Larry out of Maricopa, Arizona. Good morning.
Again, I connected to different. So the answer is yes.
All right, Larry, thanks for checking. Stay cool down here. I know I am trying to stay cool right now. Looking, it's 88 degrees and clear in Sun City West. Let's move on to N3DMC, Michael out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill and Albert. This is number 3, Mike Delta Charlie. Mike here with the Bill, I need everybody here in the Brew crew think about my family. My sister, my brother-in-law, my niece flew here for Portugal. But my sister in Florida has one. My Aunt Debbie and my Uncle George have one, and so does my dad. So I'm the only one that doesn't have one, and my brother doesn't have one either. So me and my brother are the only two that have one. Back to you, Bill, and 3MDC.
Family and their travels, and 73 to you, and have a great day. Let's move on to K22ZOJ, Mike out of Green Valley, Arizona. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone today? I do not have a surround sound any longer. I had one a couple of years ago until I retired and got rid of it. I really need to get another because there are some movies that sound great. But I listen to the sound bar and I try and get all the best sound I can get. 73 to all of you. Back to the control. Have a great day. This is K2ZOJ.
surround sound system. Let's move on to N8HLN. Mike out of Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. 54 degrees here, beautiful blue skies. And the answer to the question is yes, we have one 5.1 system, and paired with the 65-inch TV makes for a great experience, especially when you get those scenes with the helicopter flyovers. Everyone have a great day at HL.
Mike, you have a great day as well, 73. Let's move on to WD8PID, Bob out of Sylvania, Ohio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. No, I do not. I just have a very good stereo, and I'm happy with it. I'm on a limited income, and I don't have to be doing stuff like that, or a lot of the room placement, whatever. I'm happy with what I have. Back to net control, WD8PIC.
All right, thanks for checking in, and have a great morning. Let's move on to KK4 VTT Bruce out of Kissimmee, Florida. Good morning, Bruce. Do you have a home surround sound system?
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Have a great day out there. Finally, something in my toolbox, shall I say. I got surround system in every room of the house. In the living room, the Bose, the bedroom, Samsung, and the other bedroom, another Samsung. Outrageous, something, big screen TV, you gotta have that sound system. They even got one, you guys would not believe me if I told you I have them on my ham radios and my CB radios. Hey, you guys out there have a great day. Thanks for letting me have some fun. Surround sound system everywhere in the house. Thanks a lot, guys. KK4 VTT.
All right, Bruce, thanks for checking in, and you have a great day. KA0SBP, Emmy out of St. James, Minnesota. Good morning, Emmy.
Good morning, and to everyone on the nets. This is KA0SBP. To answer your question, we do have a surround sound system at home, but it's just rarely used. So, yeah, that's quite quick. Anyways, back to net control, KA0SBP.
All right, Emmy, thanks for checking in. I hope everything's well back in my home state of Minnesota. Let's move on to VE3TCS, Tim out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Morning to everyone on the Brew Crew. This is VE3TCS. No, we do not have a surround system. We have a sound bar. Back to net. Thank you.
All right, Tim, have a great day, and thanks for checking in 73. Let's move on to KF8DJQ, Kevin out of Bowling Green, Ohio. Good morning, Kevin.
This morning. Technically, yes. The sound bar has got the subwoofer and the smaller speakers in the rear of the room. That it's on the menu. If I want to connect surround sound, it'll do it. So technically, yes. Have a good day, KF8 DJQ.
Right, you have a great day as well. Let's move on to Carlos, N1CBM. Carlos out of Hollywood, Florida. Good morning.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody else. 85 and clear down here in Fort Lauderdale. No, I do not have a surround sound. I wish I would, but no, it's one of the things that's on my list. And once again, back to you, Bill.
All right, Carlos, have a great day. Be safe out there. Let's move on to KA8 BYU. Roy out of Dale. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. Yeah, I missed my earlier check-in because my medical transport showed up to pick me up for my doctor's appointment, and he had his stereo at ear-splitting levels, so I wasn't about to subject everybody on the net to that. No, I don't have a surround system, don't have a stereo or a TV, so kind of useless. Back to you. Everybody take care.
All right, Roy, have a great day, and thank you for checking in. Let's move on to Scott, W2PLT, one of our net facilitators from Buffalo, New York. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, Bill. Yeah, I have a surround sound system. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used it in probably 10 years. But the speakers are all up in the corners of the living room, and it's ready to go if ever I get the urge again. Have a great day, Bill. This is W2BLT.
All right, Scott, thanks for checking in. You always do a great job as a net facilitator, so good to hear from you, 73. All right, let's acknowledge Vicky, KEAVKY, back in the Zoom room. She's logging. Scott's back there as well, and they're doing a good job back there backing me up this morning. All right, let's move on to more check-ins, general check-ins. Please remember to say your call sign twice and slowly.
Whiskey 2, Echo Mike, W2EM.
JJ, recheck. KJ5, JJ, recheck.
KA4, JAZ. KA4, JAZ.
DIC, KF8, Detroit Sun City.
November 7, Bravo, Bravo, Echo. November 7, Bravo, Bravo, Echo. Golf, Sierra, Sierra, KA5, GSS.
K2AP, K2AP.
VE3 TCS recheck test. In and out, please. Thank you.
Kilo Romeo 4, India. Kilo Romeo 4, India, Oscar Sierra, in and out.
All right, let's go from the bottom of that list, and we'll move our way up. KR4IOS is an in and out. Tom out of Durham, North Carolina. VE3 TCS Tim out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada, another in and out. And let's say we had my friend Joe, K2AP, check in from East Islip, New York. And we have KA5GSS Shane checking in. We have N7BBE Ben checking in. KF8DRC Jack, Detroit Rock City, he's also a check-in. KA4JAC Alton. We have KJ5LJ Greg out of Purvis, Mississippi. We have W2EM Chuck out of Lancaster, New York. And at the top of our list, we have KQ4K Barry out of Florida. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning to everybody on the crew, and thanks for picking me up. Currently up in St. Louis, Missouri, not in Florida. Everybody in Florida there, stay hydrated. I hear it's real hot. Yes, I've had surround since it's come out. I've actually, part of my business is installing them. So yes, I do have surround. On a side note, up here in St. Louis, just passed my FCC GROL with radar endorsement.
Not amateur, but still radio related. Hope everybody has a great day. Back to Net Control 73, KQ4, ORK via Echolink.
All right, Barry. Well, congratulations on passing, and 73 to you. Have a great day. This is KF0. I'm H10 Bill out of East Bethel, Minnesota. Currently in Sun City, West Minnesota, where it's 88 degrees at 5:45 Mountain Time in the morning. Let's move on to W2EM Chuck out of Lancaster, New York. Good morning, Chuck.
Morning, everyone. Beautiful day here in Western New York, 72 degrees, and it's beautiful out. Anyway, I used to have a really neat system that I built. It worked out really great. I had a couple of love seats with kickers in them, so the whole room would move when there was an action scene on there. But the new house that I'm in, it actually has a home theater room that I don't use as a home theater room. I converted it into a shack. So there's that. So anyway, you can put me down as a no. So back, yeah.
All right, Greg. That sounds like a pretty cool system you had at one day. Hey, thanks for checking in and have a great day. Just a reminder, do you have a home surround sound system was the question of the day. Let's move on to KA4 JAC Alton out of Midlothian, Virginia. Good morning.
Good morning, Net Control. Yes, 7.1, 85 watts, subwoofers, speakers mostly Pioneer, but the answer is yes. It's KA4JAZ, back to Net Control.
Oh man, we could do some rocking with that one. That sounds like a pretty powerful system there. Anyways, have a great day, Alton, and 73 to you. Let's move on to KF8DRC, Detroit Rock City Jack out of Rochester, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Yes, I have one. I haven't used it for a couple of months. I use it like every 3 months. Sit down and watch good TV, good movie, 2 hours, 3 hours. And that's all I have for today. Everyone have a good day. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
Jack, have a great day. Let me move on down to Shane here, KA5GSS Mobile. Good morning, Shane.
Everybody on the Brew, this is KA5GSS. Now, you can put me... No, I had never had a surround sound. Never have had the hankering for it. Anyway, everybody try to stay cool. This is another hot one down here in Texas. KA5GSS, back to Net Control. 7-3, everybody.
All right, Shane, 73 to you. Have a great day. Let's move up to N7 BBE Ben out of Pompano Beach, Florida. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning. Good morning to the Brew Crew. Yes, I have a surround sound system, and it comes on with the TV, and it works great. I love it, and I'll always have one.
All right, Ben, you were coming in there a little bit scratchy, but we got your answer. Let's move on to my friend Joe, K2AP. Joe out of East Islip, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky, and everybody in the Brew Crew. Finally got my node working. Figured out what was wrong with it. What a relief. Anyway, I have one. After what I heard Leo say, so I don't know. I would say yes, but it's a sound bar with a woofer. So if that's considered surround sound, then I have it. It's 75 degrees in East Islip. It's a beautiful day. K2AP, back to net.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for checking in, and have a great day. 73, nice to hear from you all as well. Let's move on to, we got to move to the bottom. We had some in and outs there. Let's move on to KD3 ATQ. Via text line, Jim out of Eastern Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. Yeah, I have a small one, 5.1 old surround sound. I don't know what they have nowadays, but a small one. Back to you, KD3 ATQ.
All right, Jim, we got you down for a yes, and have a great day, 73. All right, we've got about 10 and a half, or about 9.5 minutes to go for the end of the morning brew. We have any more check-ins? Please remember to say your call sign twice and slowly, and also don't forget about those text check-ins as well.
Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Terry, Junction City, Oregon.
Kilo 7, Golf November Delta, K7GMD.
Call sign twice and slowly.
KR4NLO, Kilo Romeo 4, November Lima Oscar Fred.
KB3SNM, KB3S. Alpha Delta 1 Delta Alpha, Alpha Delta 1 Delta Alpha, in and out.
All right, let's start from the bottom of the list again. Let's go 81DA. In and out, Doug from Hutto, Texas. KB3 S&M Bob, who's checking in. He's one of our net controllers. KB3 S&M Bob, like I just said, one of our net controllers. KR4NLO out of Hopkinsville, New York. K7GND Larry out of Florence. And at the top of the list is AE7MR Terry out of Harrisburg, Oregon. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, all. Yes, I do have a soundbar, but unfortunately, it's at home and it's never put to use because I ended up on the floor and had to be taken to the hospital, and then I ended up here in the facility. So it's still sitting for me to enjoy at a glance and all that good stuff. Thanks for bringing me in here, guys, because you can't pick me up. Back to net, Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo.
All right, Terry, thanks for checking in. Next is K7GND Larry out of Florence, Oregon. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. Good to be here this morning. Interesting question, because I've got a surround sound system in my closet here in the radio room. I've been thinking about boxing up and taking to Goodwill because it's been so many years since I've used it. Thank you, K7GND.
All right, Larry, we got you in the log as a yes, and have a great day. Let's move on to KR4NLO, Greg, out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Good morning, Greg.
I'm a new ham, hadn't had my ticket very long, and yes, I've got surround sound on my TV, but that's about all I can say about it.
All right, Greg, welcome to the East Coast Reflector, and if you have an updated email on QRZ, we will send you out a welcome letter, and have a great day. Let's move on to, I love saying this call sign, KB3 S&M Bob out of Springfield, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Bob. He's one of our net controllers.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew. Great morning. I had mine boxed up and I put it out with a note on it that said free. Nobody took it, so I've still got it.
TV3 S&M.
All right, Bob, thanks for checking in. We'll talk to you on down the line here on the East Coast Reflector. Have a great day. Let's move on to AD1DA, who was in and out. Doug out of Hutto, Texas. And we have KE2AJO, Jose, out of the Bronx, New York. Good morning today.
Good morning, all day night, I'm in the house and song a little at work. It's good. And, been moving from place to place. I got rid of the old one that I had. But another one of mine. I'm gonna go, one that I've been buying, a couple times up and over this. Oh, yeah, I want some right now, how you make it. They're all the new, 7 degrees, which ain't good.
All right, Jose. You have a great day, and thank you for checking in. Let's move on to Donnie, KM4CTB. Donnie, Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB down in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And yes, the answer would be yes, we do have one. We don't use it much anymore, but we've got one. We appreciate you doing the net. Have a great day. KM4CTB, back to net.
Have a great day, and thank you for checking in. All right, we've got 3 minutes to go, so we have time for a few check-ins. Let's remember to say our call sign twice and slowly.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf, November. Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf, November. Mobile, Livonia, Michigan.
Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Tim 10, Ontario, Canada.
This is November 8, Mike Juliet, November. N8 MJN in the mobile, in and out.
JB2RZY. Listening? Kilo Bravo 2, Romeo Zulu Yankee. Good morning to everybody on the net.
W2KJV, W2KJV in and out.
All right, so let's start from the bottom of this list. We had W2KJV Tony out of Homosassa, Florida, check in. He was in and out. N8MJN, Marson from Sterling, checking in. KB2RZY, we have Lee from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We have BE3TGN Tim out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. We have KD8MGN Kurt out of Fenton, Michigan. Good morning, Kurt.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. We're currently mobile in Livonia, Michigan. Just getting out of work today. Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf, November. No to the question. I do not have a surround system. I've got a 10-year-old home stereo receiver, and we do have some audio from the TV to the receiver to some speakers. Back to net control, KD.
All right, Kurt, thanks for checking in. We got you down as a no in the logs. Let's move on to VE3T, Windsor, Ontario. Good morning.
Control picture here, not have answers. Yes, I got an old one that belonged to my dad, and then I got one on the desk. I got two called Zero Firematic. They're way back, and when I was a kid, I got it. I inherited it. Belonged to my pop. Back to you there. E3G and clear, and everybody have a good nice day. 73 to all.
73 to you as well. Let's get down to our mobile. Let's go to Marston, N8MJN. Good morning, Marston. Now, Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki, everybody on the Morning Brew. This is N8MJN in the mobile. Yes, I do have surround sound systems. I do have a projector TV in the basement. It has surround. Living room has a surround, and then the workout room has another surround sound system. So definitely love audio. That said, I'll send it back to the control. Everybody have a great day. 73 and 8MJN.
All right, Marston, thanks for wrapping us up this morning on the Morning Brew. As a reminder, this is KF0MHN with Vicky on the log, KEAVKY, and Roger this morning, KO4QMM, who started us off. All right, that's the end of our Morning Brew, and we now return to our regular operation.
Hey, I want to thank you and Mrs. Vicky for the second half of the Morning Brew this morning. Everyone have a great day. This is KQ4 YYN headed to Huntsville.